welcome to Tabletop Battle and something very cool we want to show you. This is Philip and I am Svein from Tabletop Battle. And you know us, we make videos where we do battle reports and stuff, but we also are a bit creative, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
I'm pretty sure you need to speak a bit louder so that the people in the back of the row can hear you. So try it again. Maybe. So, what have we been doing for the past 6 months? Well, we have been playing Star Wars Legion, and that's a very cool game. So for all you Star Wars Legion players out there, you know that it's played on a 3x3 or a 6x3 table. And most of us have some kind of table from before. Maybe you have a 6x4, in which case you will have this issue that you have these 6 inches on each side. So we thought, what can we do about that?
Let's make one 16-inch border of on each side, so we can just put the cards there, and then the table is ready.
Fantastic! So that's what we did, and we did it, like I said, for the past 6 months. We've had several iterations of this one. So it began with this beautiful box. You can see it, not a box, but it's a stack, where you can fit your tokens, where you can fit your cards and upgrade cards and everything. And then you just place them down here, they connect together, and it's exactly 6 feet long and 6 inches deep. So when 2 players have one each, the table is 6x3, so it's perfect. But this first edition, it was well and good, but it had a few issues. One of which was that you couldn't kind of put a lid on it and keep it secure. The room we had for the tokens were not tall.
They were too shallow.
Too shallow, so they kind of spilled over and stuff. So with a few more iterations, we have come up with the final edition, which you can see here. And as you can see, it comes with a lid, which you can, fasten with not seat belts, but with belts at least. And there are room for the cards, and there are 5 boards for the cards. And then when you go down to the bottom, there are 2 sections where you can fit your dice and measuring thingy bobs, and movement thingy bobs.
And one for the tokens.
One for the tokens, and this is modular, so you can build it with more or less rooms. So we think this is a fantastic product, so we want to bring it to the big market, that is Kickstarter, and let people get in on the fun. So what we're going to do now is to put it out on the table and show you how good and easy this looks, how easy it looks, how easy it works, and how easy it is to put together and use. It's very quick to put together, and it's modular, so you can build it however you want to have your list, and then it's ready to go to tournament day, put out the board. When it's done for that game, put it together, just move on to the next table. No more fiddling around with cards flying all over the place and these roll-up mats that don't keep the cards and everything. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the setup.
Yes.
Alright guys, so here you can see a beautiful setup. It's very, very nice. Please note the setup to the right is the old version, and it's not what you're pledging for. You are pledging for the Legion border control, as we've called it, in honor of the game Star Wars Legion. And that's why on the first one, wait, what's this? Star Wars Armada. You can use these for Star Wars Armada as well. Oh my, that's very, very nice. So here we have an MC-80 assault cruiser fully kitted with 6 upgrades. Well, isn't that something? That's also one of the reasons that we wanted to go away from the first iteration where the slots were fixed. In this one, the latest iteration, you can build them however you want and have more options. So moving on, you can see we have a nice setup here. An example. Here we have snowtroopers and we have death troopers, and they share Intel Recon. So that's why this card is in the middle. Whereas these 2 cards are solely for the snowtroopers, and this card is solely for the Imperial Death Troopers. So that's just an example to show you what you can do. So moving on, So more setups. We will show you in the next sequence. We will show you how easy it is to build and set up a board such as this. Remember, there are 5 of these unit boards, and you will also get 2 sideboards for tokens, which is customizable in size, or not size, but the number of rooms. And the last one is for your dice, and you can see the amount of dice it holds perfectly, and also the measuring gauge and the movement tools. And there's another hidden secret. I don't know if you have seen it, but we will show you that in the next video. So see if you can figure out what the hidden secret is. Okay, so this is 6 feet by 6 inches, and it's perfect. And here we have Chewbacca. Oh, he's just really tall. And he's now going to demonstrate
how we put this together again.
Yes, and here is the hidden secret. There are room for cards to be standing up in the slots, as you can see in the top left there. So your order cards, for example, can stand there. Very nice, so that you don't have to, keep them lying on the table or whatever. So they can just stand there. So just remove that, and then we'll start building the stack. So remember, you are now, or not remember, but imagine you have been to a tournament and your game is done. So you're now just picking up your list, and he's now stacking it. I'm not going to time you. Yes, I am, but I'm not going to stress you out.
I'm never stressing.
That's good. So as you can see, it's very, very smooth and easy to put them together. There are pins that hold the stack together. And there are also locking things to keep the sideways motion in stack. Okay, so that's 20 seconds it took to build that stack. And then you put the lid on if you want to. That's of course optional, but if you do, nothing will fall out. And oh, you're holding it upside down. Oh my God, he's holding it upside down and nothing falls out.
Then you can do this.
Then you can put your order cards there, and now if you want to give it a shake or something,
nothing falls out.
Nothing falls out, it's steady, you can just pick it up and go on to the next tournament or next game. Okay, so let's see how easy it is to build one of these boards. And we're back. In a little while, Philip here will put together a board for his stormtroopers. In the meanwhile, if you take a look at the screen, you will see some images of how we put together this token board. And you build this similar to how you build the board for the movement trays and measuring gadgets. And this one is easy to put together, as you can see in images, and also you can have different setup for it, so that you can have fewer or bigger or more rooms. So quite easy to do that. And now we'll show you how you can easily put together a unit board.
So now I will make this unit board for my stormtroopers.
Okay, so that's 2 units of stormtroopers.
With 3 upgrades each.
3 upgrades each. That's an expensive squad.
Yeah, 77 points.
77 points, okay. So it's just push fit. And the good thing is that they are fairly easy to take apart as well. You can just use one of these thingamabobs that you put down. You can use them on the other side of the board and just push out the thingabob that he's putting down if you need to rearrange the setup in some way. So it's quite easy to do that. So at the moment he's just building the sides, the edges, and after he has done that, he's going to put on the sides. He will show you the fantastically inspired by an X-Wing and R2-D2 thingabob. We're very proud of this. So we're almost at the finish point. Just knocking them down there. Just easy, plug and play, push fit, No need for glue ever in this set.
And
so
here
take a
we
look
have-
at this. So this is inspired by an X-Wing with R2-D2 on top. Very cool. So it's a quite cool little mechanic we built in there. And now we are really nearing, because now you can actually start deciding how many cards you want to fit. So if you wanted to have a Star Wars Armada card, you would not use that middle thing he's putting down now. But since we are going for Legion, so that's how easy it is to make room for one unit card. Lots of arms and stuff, but that's just fine. And these are perfectly suited for sleeved cards. If you have unsleeved cards like this one, it will also fit nicely, but you can move it a little bit more around than you can this one, which fits more snugly. But it really doesn't matter. If you have sleeves or not, no problem. It will work just as fine. So the one in the middle, that's a DLT 19. Is that a shared card?
That's a shared card.
Okay.
It's the only card you ever need.
It's the only card you ever need. So 2 units of Stormtroopers, as you can see, and the card in the middle, that's a shared card, so both of them use that. And then they have their own upgrades.
But I miss one.
You miss a card?
I miss a pin.
Oh, you miss a pin. Oh, that's fine. It's no problem. It still works. But the set will of course come with all the pins and thingamabobs you need. But in a couple of minutes he was able to build a board like this, and it's ready with the R2-D2 unit, as you can see here at the top. It's ready to be stacked. These guys makes it easy to connect to the other ones, as you have already seen. And I don't know, take a look in the description, read through the information that we have written on the Kickstarter page, and check out the pledges and see if it's something for you, because we are ready to make it. Oh, that's one of the good things. Maybe that should actually be a very important point. These are ready to go. When the Kickstarter is finished, we will be able to ship them out within a month. So there's no waiting for several years, as many of you probably have if you backed the Kickstarter before. We produce it locally, that means in Norway. We don't outsource this to China or something like that. So it's made in Norway, and we'll ship it within the first month after the Kickstarter is done. There will be some limitations depending on how many of these we will sell. If we sell thousands, of course we will need a bit more than a month, as you can understand. But the first guys that pledge will get theirs within the first month, and I think about the 100 or 151st they will be ready to ship almost immediately after the Kickstarter is done. So we will have them ready to go. So if you want them, just click on a pledge button and let's go, help us make this dream come true, and play Legion in a very easy and cool way. And of course this also works for a 3x3 mat. You just have a little bit of an overhang on each side. So you use maybe 4 boards, it will overhang a little bit on each side. But the 6-inch on each side, that's still working. Okay, so take a read through and see if it's something for you. And thank you for watching this awfully long video, but we hope you enjoyed it. Bye!
Bye!
One more thing before we go. A bonus. This is how easy it is to take out the cards. There are slots or holes, so you can just put your finger in and take them out. It's really easy, really smooth. But then again, do you really need to take them out? They can just stay there forever.